Switzerland follows with interest the development in the European Union concerning this security initiative and the development of the AEO. Despite this, Switzerland has not yet introduced the AEO because we want to wait for the partial results of the negotiations with the European Union. We want to wait for the results. Since 1 year, the negotiations have been going on, and 4 discussion or negotiation rounds were made, and on the last one, on the 30th of May, the European Union and Switzerland consented to or agreed upon a common standard on the basis of equal standards in both territories, though this action is bound to special conditions. The principle is that, in general, a pre-declaration in the trade between Switzerland and the European Union and Switzerland is no longer necessary. This means no advance declarations are necessary. But there are conditions for this, and one of the conditions is that advanced security declarations with non-EU countries, there Switzerland will do the controls for us. This is, in the first instance, the airports of Geneva and Zurich. The question who carries out the controls, who are sent into non-EU goods going by road and train, we will have to clarify. Then Switzerland will create the AEO status, and as the Union member states, we will provide for the mutual recognition of the AEO status. A monitoring has been provided for also, and a clause meaning a change in security measures so that everything has to enter into force on the 1st of July 2009, which means that we are under time pressure, and we'll try to implement this legally. There is a state treaty, the basis for this cooperation. This is an agreement between Switzerland and the European Union on the simplification of formalities in trade of goods. There we want to create these legal fundamentals for the trade, and we hope that we will be able to conclude the negotiations and we have decided to create 3 working groups, one dealing with legal matters, the second with the risk analysis, exchange of risk profiles, and the third working group will deal with IT questions and problems. How many companies will be interested in the AEO status is difficult to foresee. We proceed from the fact that Switzerland is 10 times smaller than Germany, which means 10 times less the number of the German figures. At the moment, the AEO is not so attractive for Swiss firms because we have a lot of simplified measures which today grant the same advantages, and insofar the status of the AEO is not so attractive. Though I'm convinced that there is some potential in the AEO status and that there are companies in Switzerland which will apply for it. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to anticipate the discussion, but I'd just like to know whether, if this agreement is achieved, that it's no longer going to be any summary declarations between Switzerland and member states, or will we continue to have summary declarations? No, it's true that there will no longer be any summary declarations. Thank you very much for your very kind information at the end.